brother Charles Booker, Mr. CJ. I'm good now.
Thank you. You get away from the speaker. Oh, and plus, there's a little bit of shade, too. I know y'all hot, okay? First of all, everything that I needed to say has already been said by Kenneth, Miss Rhonda, Case and Emma, Ava. Everybody else has already stepped up. But I want to add a little value, I hope. Now, I've been a state representative. I've launched an exploratory for U.S. Senate. I'm doing a lot of work across Kentucky. I have put myself out there to be a leader. And what leaders have to do is acknowledge you, because you're the reason that I do what I do, especially y'all young folks. And my daughter's now one of the young prodigies they holding down the future. You all are the reason that we show up. So I need to be acknowledging you, but I also need to be accountable to you. So I'm gonna tell you some truth. Now I know my brother Vincent James is here, Reverend, from the mayor's office. I need to acknowledge the fact that you all are showing up right now in the midst of a lot of pain. There's a lot of frustration, there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of angst, there's a lot of hurt that has pulled you to be here in this sun today. And I feel that. That's why I'm here. TJ, Kevin, Cortez, Booba, Ariana. Those are my people that have been murdered the last 5 years. When my cousin TJ was murdered on Easter Sunday in 2016, I was at church watching Easter play. Because it wasn't the pandemic then, so we were able to go out and be out. I was at church, and I got the alert on my phone that there was a shooting and that a young black man was killed. And I put the phone back in my pocket because that happens all the time. And look, I'm ashamed to admit that. I looked at my phone and I was like, man, another one. And I put my phone back up and got back to the play because it happens all the time. And when I got home and I found out it was my cousin, a part of me died. I sat on the floor for hours. And I cried not because the fact that he was gone, but a big part of me left with him. And this was a brilliant young man that had so much potential, so much hope. We were robbed. And every time our loved ones are taken from us, we are robbed. And our city is hurting because we have been robbed for a long time. And so you're here, we're holding up orange because we are building community in the face of all of this pain. And that's why I believe change is possible. Because you change things, and we got to change the system. This isn't just about stopping one person from putting the gun down. This is about an entire system that allows these instances to happen. You do that by building community, and then you do it by leading in the places and the institutions where decisions and budgetary decisions are made. That's why I decided to run for office. So you all are doing the work of building community right now by showing up and marching in the streets and lifting your voice and calling for accountability. And I can't thank you enough for that. Because you got a lot of reasons to be quiet. You got a lot of reasons to hold your head down, and you're not doing that. You're pushing forward anyhow. And I thank you for that. And because you're pushing forward, I'm going to as well. I'm not going to let you down because you're not letting me down. And the accountability part, you should be pissed off at this city. You should be frustrated at this city. The issues that we face in the West End of Louisville, all over this city, it isn't because we're bad people or because we are troublesome or that we are problems. If you are in a community where poverty is generational and resources have been taken away and never invested, and instead of investing in people, we criminalize them, what do you expect? People are hurting. I met the cousin of the young man who killed TJ. I was knocking on doors because I worked for the city. I worked in the mayor's office a couple years back. I knocked on doors talking about internet access and vacant abandoned properties because I wanted to fix things up. And I knocked on the door, and this young man answered, and I told him I'm Charles Booker. He was like, Booker, you know TJ? And I was like, yeah, it's my cousin. And he like stepped back, he put his head down, he was like, dude, my cousin murdered your cousin. And in that moment, I looked at him and I saw the hurt in his face. And we talked and we shared stories. And he told me about the things that his family had gone through and the hurt that they experienced. and how much he felt so bad and hopeless for his own life. And he was encouraged to see someone like me from where he's from doing things like working in the mayor's office and Metro Council. And he was like, I'm so sorry what happened to your cousin, but I know that you're going to help make it better. And so we hugged, and I walked away realizing that instead of us tearing one another down, if we see one another as family and we acknowledge the hurt and humanity in one another, we can build together. Yes, and if we build together and leverage all of these programs, these organizations that are here and are represented around the community, there is so much creativity and hope and resources in our community. We don't get to highlight them, but we're working hard in the face of a whole lot. If you keep doing that, keep wearing your orange, I'm going to do my part with you. And we'll get some terrible people out of office and have folks there that will represent and be accountable to you.
We believe in you.
And again, thank you for showing up. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Happy birthday, Brianna. Let's keep pushing, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Show them some love. Show them some love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think it's been a wonderful day. What do you all think? It's been a wonderful day. It's been a mighty orange day. I want to thank everybody that helped. I mean, it took a lot to bring this together, but I really want to thank my team because I know I just go on and they just go along with me. We got KJ Abrams. Wave your hand, KJ. We got Shay McAllister. Raise your hand, Shay. You gotta raise it anyway.